And I'm back. So it actually isn't 2/3, it's negative 2/3. Because the root was on the negative side, negative 2/3. So, again, we bring down the 3. Negative 2/3 times 3 is negative 2. Negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6. Negative 2/3 times negative 6 is positive 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. Negative 2/3 times 12 is negative 8, and we have 0. So our quadratic is 3x squared minus 6x plus 12 equals 0. And we notice that we can factor a 3 out of all of these and divide that away. So we get x squared minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. And again, we need the quadratic formula because this is not factorable. So we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 4 times 1 times 4 over 2. And we have 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 minus 16, or negative 12, over 2. And we have 2 plus or minus 2I root 3 over 2, or 1 plus or minus I root 3. And again, there are two roots there, plus the negative 2/3, which is the root that I got earlier, and there are the 3 roots for our cubic equation for that one. Now, of course, life wouldn't be right unless we had a quartic equation. So here's our quartic equation to work with. X to the 4th minus 9x squared minus 22x minus 24 equals 0. So again, we're going to graph this as we did earlier. And we're going to put in x to the 4th minus 9x squared minus 22x minus 24. We're going to graph that up. And we see that the graph hits the x-axis in 2 locations, right here and right here. And let's see if we can find out what both of those are. So we do second calc, and we find the zeros. And we see that we are at 0 for x. So let's go back until we get to the left side of that. Hit enter, and go to the right side and hit enter. And we don't guess, so we do that, and we have x equals negative 2 as one of our roots. And let's do the other one. Second calc, again get a 0, move that all the way over to the other side, coming back around slowly. I must have missed it somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay, so that's to the left. That's to the right. No guessing. And it looks like it's 4. X equals 4. So now the question is, what is it I'm going to do with these 2 roots right here? Well, since this is a quartic equation and I need to get it down to a quadratic because I know how to solve quadratics, I'm going to have to do this whole synthetic division here twice. So I'm going to start with negative 2 in the box. I'm going to run that right down here. And we don't forget the 0 because we don't have a cubed term. And we got negative 9, and we got negative 22 and negative 24. So we have 1, negative 2, 4. Again, just ripping right through this. Negative 5 here, 10, negative 12, positive 24, and 0, just as I had hoped for. So now we have x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x minus 12 equals 0. And we want to divide this one down using the other root. So again, we're trying to get this down to a quadratic because we can solve all quadratics. So we get 1, negative 2, negative 5, negative 12. Move 1, 4, 2, 8, 3, 12, 0. And it's a good thing we keep getting these zeros here, because that means that these things are actually roots, and they would create factors. So now we have x squared plus 2x plus 3 equals 0. And again, the quadratic formula will help us to get to the answer. And we got 4 minus 4 times 1 times 3 over 2, or negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 times 3 is 12, 4 minus 12 is negative 8, over 2, negative 2 plus or minus 2I root 2 over 2, or negative 1 plus or minus I root 2. And that's 2 solutions there, plus the other 2 solutions up here, give us our 4 solutions for this quartic equation here. And so here's what I would like you to do. Oh, hold on. Is there one other question I want you to work with here? Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop right here. So here is your assignment. It's page 180, numbers 59 to 71, the odd ones. And we'll do number 109 when we get into class. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and oh, that's not very good. There are the solutions down there. I didn't realize that was outside the screen. So there we have it. And I hope that this will be helpful. Thanks.